Hey, I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Liz.
We just wanted to pop in with a quick heads up. This is one of our earlier episodes, and the sound quality isn't as polished as we'd like.
But don't worry, we've leveled up in episode 17 and things sound a lot smoother from there on out.
Thanks for giving us a listen,
And we hope you enjoy the episode.
In the heart of Chicago during the 1893 World's Fair, one man built a place so terrifying and so sinister that it would forever stain the city's history. His name, H.H. Holmes, and he was America's first true serial killer. Holmes was a charming man, handsome, intelligent, but beneath that polished exterior lurked a predator, a sadist, and a master of manipulation. Prepare yourself. This is not just a story of murder. This is a tale of deception, terror, and unimaginable cruelty.
Welcome to Haunted Hangout, a podcast for those fascinated by the unexplained, captivated by the paranormal, and entranced by the absurd. I'm your host, Liz.
And I'm your host, Chelsea.
All right, so before you go into your story, I have a very quick, ghost story that my sister sent me this morning. So for context, my sister is a nursing student. I've been waiting for her to tell me that she had a weird encounter, because I feel like hospitals are so haunted. So she finally texted me, and I love that it was this morning.
I love that.
Record.
Oh
and
my
I told
God,
her,
I'm so excited.
Right after she texted me, I was like, I'm literally going to talk about this on the podcast. So she texted me saying, had my first ghostly encounter on nights last night. So she worked a night shift. And she said, one of the patient's room's lights kept turning on and off.
No.
Yeah.
Gross.
So that's the only thing that happened to her, which I was like, ooh, that's spooky. But then she also said, so because she's a nursing student, she has a preceptor, which is I don't know.
What's a preceptor?
I think it's just a nurse, who actually works for the hospital that just watches over my sister, all the other nursing students.
Yeah,
so it's who my sister reports to.
Okay.
So she
It's
said,
like her manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said my preceptor also randomly gets lab results faxed from a patient who passed months ago.
What?
She said my preceptor said it's her way of saying hi.
That's kind of sweet that she said that, but that's actually horrifying. You're literally getting facts from a dead person.
Fax from someone who died, lab results from a patient who died months before.
So weird.
How weird is that? So I'm very excited to
hear more about her ghostly encounters.
There'll be more. So I'll, of course, anytime she tells me one, I'll share it.
Please do.
Yeah,
oh my God.
There's gonna be so many creepy ones.
I love the ghost stories. Oh.
So yeah, that's just my little
spooky.
My sister's
spooky tale of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
That is freaky.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about H.H. Holmes. As I mentioned in the intro, he's America's first true serial killer. I like the outline, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about today.
Okay.
Because I need to give an outline. Okay, first we're going to talk about his childhood.
Okay.
Then I'm going to tell you about some of his early crimes. Then I can't hold my laptop and do this. Hold on one second. I'm getting excited. then we're going to talk about his murder castle. I did not come up with that term. Castle. I didn't come up with that term. That's what all the research says. It's literally called murder castle, and I was sick.
Yeah, I kind of low-key.
Love that. Such a vibe.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk about his victims, his conviction, and his execution, and then I'll get into some paranormal claims.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot on this, but there's a little bit of stuff. Okay. So I found some, and I will share that with you. So let's get into it.
Okay.
Who was H.H. Holmes? H.H. Holmes was born on May 16th, 1861 in Gilmanton, New Hampshire.
Gilmanton.
He's a Taurus.
Oh no, I'm a Taurus. Shit.
I love Tauruses. To his wealthy parents, Levi Horton Mudgett and Theodate Page Price.
What
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because what are these names?
I know, I actually was like, oh damn, like
you went with Mudgate, and then the next one was.
Oh, sorry, it's Mudgett.
Oh,
it's
sorry,
it's
Mudgett.
M-U-D.
No, you did say Mudgett.
Yeah.
I changed it to.
Oh, I thought I
No.
said Mudgate. Well,
No, you said Mudgett.
Levi Horton Mudgett.
Like that one was weird. But then the next
Theodate. Like you had
Wait,
so
that's
many.
one name?
No, that's his. So his dad's name is Levi Horton Mudgett, and then his mother's name was Theodate Page Price.
So like is Theodate like one word?
Yes, Theodate is her like first name, middle name Page, last name Price. I think.
All right, I don't judge.
I mean, I am.
Judging a little bit.
Just wait till you hear his real name, okay?
Fuck.
His real name was Herman Webster Mudgett. So,
These are, like,
disgusting.
Truly the most like 1800s names I've ever heard in my life.
100%. Like, I've actually never heard of names like this before.
I think there's a reason why people don't name their children these names. Theodate? Like I don't.
Theodate,
If
that's
that's your name, no offense.
I guess like a nickname would you be Theo, which is kind of
I like
sick.
Theo. I've always thought I would maybe name
I think
my
Theo's
son
cute.
Theo,
Yeah.
but not Theodate.
Theodate, like the date at the end is a lot.
That's throwing me off.
It's a lot.
Anyway.
So his childhood was pretty sad. He was mentally and physically abused by his alcoholic father, so very sad. And his father was also a strict disciplinarian who would discipline, that's in quotations, his children by putting them in prolonged isolation, starving them, beating them.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's really sad. Locking them in the attic and holding a kerosene-soaked rag over the children's mouths to make them stop crying. So very, very messed up.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
because the kerosene's like gas.
Kerosene's like, it's a flammable liquid that's used to heat,
Yeah.
for heat, light, or power.
Right.
So
wouldn't that be
I imagine it's a pretty thick liquid.
disgusting?
Yeah, all of that is just horrible. And Holmes was the middle child of 5 children. So he was doing this to like all his kids. It wasn't just
It wasn't just him.
It wasn't just him. And yeah, so very sad. And because his father was so messed up, Holmes would spend a lot of time in the woods. And what did he do in the woods, you might ask?
Can only wonder.
There's only a few guesses
let me
here.
guess.
Yeah, okay. It's sad.
He killed animals.
It's something I hate, yeah. So he began trapping animals and performing surgery on them,
What?
which is niche. Like he would
That's
dissect
very
them.
niche. Like
Yeah.
Because killing animals is like
One
a very there's what's it called? I don't know. There's like an actual like terminology for like the signs that this person like is going to become a serial
Oh
killer,
yeah, and it's
them
one of the
is killing
main
animals,
things.
but
Yeah.
I feel like performing surgery on those animals, like that's
Well, he would kill
taking it one
kill
step
them.
further.
Yeah, but he would like dissect them. And
Yeah.
anyway, it's awful. I hate talking about that stuff. It actually like animal stuff just disturbs me so much. But so that was his hobby, which is pretty fucked up. I said I wasn't gonna swear. Just swear immediately. And some accounts also suggest that he killed one of his childhood friends at the age of 11. So Holmes and his friend Tom went to explore an abandoned house together, and Tom was standing on a ladder and he fell to his death.
He fell, wink wink.
He fell to his death.
Yeah.
And Holmes was never like charged with the murder or anything like that, but there's speculation that Holmes did in fact push him off the ladder.
Pushed him.
Because there was no other witnesses. So it was just him and
Clearly
Tom.
this child is a sadist. So
Yeah.
probably,
So, he most likely, there's like speculation that he killed him.
Okay.
In 1878, when he was just 17 years old, he married Clara Lovering.
Lovering.
I kind of love that last name.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's certainly better than Mudgett. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like she was like, I'm not changing my last name.
I sure shit wouldn't.
I would not. But he just married her for financial gain. Her father was a wealthy farmer, and he ended up abandoning her and their son Robert just 2 years later, which is sad. He transferred to the University of Michigan from another university, and while he was attending the University of Michigan for medical school, and he wasn't the best student, they're like, yeah, he's kind of like a mediocre student.
Yeah.
But during that time when he was there for med school, he started robbing graves and morgues. So he started like grave robbing.
Like stealing like bodies and shit?
Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's literally my next sentence.
Oh,
but
sorry.
I said he would then sell the cadavers back to medical schools. So he was a medical student himself. There's no like record of which, well, I couldn't find one. Maybe there is somewhere on the internet. But I couldn't find like what schools he would sell them back to, like the cadavers.
Yeah, I'm assuming not the ones that he stole them from.
I would hope not. Well, he stole them from robbing graves and morgues, so he didn't steal them from like
I was saying
the schools that he sold them to. That'd be like wait a minute, we just cut this illegal cadaver from this guy. He's probably the one who robbed us. No, he got them from like robbing graves and robbing morgues, and then he sold them to medical schools. Because at the time, like there wasn't a lot of cadavers available, like in the 1800s. So for like performing surgeries and stuff, like grave robbing and like robbing morgues was like a big thing.
It was a huge thing.
Yeah. So he was like, and he was in as a medical student, so he probably saw this opportunity, and he was like, I guess I could just supply them with some bodies. So that's what he did. So yeah, he was like, BRB, I'm gonna go rob some graves. He also ran an insurance scam where he would create, then this one's, stay with me here, this one's weird. He would create a fake identity. He would take out an insurance policy on that made up person.
Right.
He would then name himself as the beneficiary.
Okay.
So that he would receive like the payout if that fake person died. He would then use an already dead body. He would intentionally mutilate it, so making it impossible to identify. So to the insurance company, it would look like that fake person had actually died, when in fact it was a fake person that he created and a body that he stole and mutilated. So the insurance company would just see this disfigured person. They'd be like, okay, yeah.
So would he like present this body to the insurance people, be like, look, this is Joe Magoo who died?
I mean, I'm not sure how he would like actually do it. That's just like the documentation of what he did. There's no like personal accounts of the insurance companies being like, this is how he.
Because I would be interested to know like how the fuck he.
And it was also like back then it was way easier to run insurance scams as well. Like it was a completely different time. So. But yeah, it says he would then collect the payout. So like it did actually work. Like he did do this, and like he did like collect insurance money. Like he basically committed like insurance fraud.
Yeah.
A lot, and that was like one of his main
streams?
scams. No, he had a lot of insurance scams, but that was just like one that he did a lot. So he did graduate in 1884 with his MD, and after graduated, he moved from city to city. And on 2 occasions, he was linked to the disappearances of 2 young boys, but police never linked these murders to him. These disappearances to him. It was only after the fact that they were like, wait a minute. He was the last one who was with these guys. Like, this is kind of fucked up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But at the time, like when the kids like first disappeared, they didn't like link it to him or anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so in 1886, Holmes moved to Chicago, and he began using the alias Dr. H.H. Holmes, which stands for Howard Henry Holmes, instead of his actual name because it was disgusting.
You're telling me he didn't want to use Mudgate?
No.
Sorry, Mudgate. I don't know why. My brain keeps changing it to make it sound
Mudgate sounds better.
I think that's why my brain is changing it.
It's not because it was actually disgusting. He actually did it because he was already like wanted for insurance scams.
Yeah,
so like you know
alias.
the dead body insurance scam. Yeah. He was like already becoming wanted, so he used it as an alias. Yeah. But that makes sense. Yeah. So in Chicago, he worked as a pharmacist, and in 1892, he began the construction of his famous murder castle. And that is what it's called. I did not make that shit up. which was a massive 3-story building on Chicago's 63rd and Wallace Street. The first floor had shops. There was a drug store there. The second floor had long-term apartments. And then the third floor, he planned to turn into a hotel, but it never actually became one. He just kind of used it to like swindle investors and be like, I got this hotel. Yeah. Invest in it. Because, you know, the man loves insurance.
He loves his scams.
He loves his scams.
Yeah.
So on the outside, it was like it was said to be like elegant, but on the inside, it was an absolute labyrinth. Like, I don't know if you've seen photos of this place, but it's pretty crazy.
I definitely have, but I cannot recall them.
I'll show you. There's one that's a puzzle, and I'm like, should I buy this? No, I don't need to buy it.
I might buy it. I'm very into puzzling right now. I've been wanting to get a new puzzle.
Okay. I'll send it. I'll show you after, because I saw it and I was like, do I need this? It's really messed up. It's like a trigger warning in and of itself. It's like cartoons, but it's gross. Like, I'll show you anyway. I'll show you after. Okay, so in this house his murder castle that was constructed, it included hidden passageways, corridors leading nowhere, which kind of gives Winchester a mystery house a bit. I know. I love that case. It's just so interesting. It had secret staircases, peepholes, naturally, trapdoors containing a metal chute that would go directly to the basement, soundproof rooms, doors that would lock from the outside, gas jets to asphyxiate his victims, and a kiln in the basement to cremate the bodies. So in the basement, he would cut open and remove the internal organs of his victims. He would strip them of their flesh using acid, and then he would burn the bodies in his crematorium, which was disguised as an oil-burning furnace.
Okay.
I mean...
This was 1800s.
Yeah. And I did read one account that said that he kept, like, basically hiring and firing contractors, so no one would ever know like what he was actually building and what the full thing was. He would just hire them for like random jobs. So it wasn't just like one contractor that was building this and they were like, what are you doing in here? Yeah, like it seems suspicious. No, it wasn't just like one guy. He would like hire and fire people. So in 1893, a year after the murder castle was completed, the World Fair happened in Chicago, which, fun fact, did you know that they showed the first ever dishwasher at the World Fair?
I did not know that.
And less fluorescent, I can't talk, light bulbs. I thought I should tell you. I don't know. I saw it in a source and I was like, interesting, because I didn't realize the dishwasher was that old.
I would like to see what that looked like, because...
We can probably find a picture. It was probably huge. It was probably massive.
Yeah,
it was probably big. It probably didn't work very well.
No.
It was really small, and they were like, "Look, this glass.
You can put one cup in it.
You can put one cup."
And it takes a whole day.
But it's clean. Oh my god, so funny. Okay, so yeah, the more you know about the World Fair. During this time, H.H. Holmes was like, when the World Fair was coming before, he was like, I'm going to advertise lodging and employment opportunities. And he called his murder castle the World's Fair Hotel. And he basically just did this to lure in, like, young women that he would kill. And most of his victims are women. Not all, but most of them are.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll talk about the victims. There's a quick jump there. Okay, so he confessed to 27 murders, but some of the people he confessed to murdering were actually still alive and well at the time, which is so strange and so random.
He was probably just like fucking with the cops.
100%.
Yeah,
he's like, I may as well just tell you this, and then they're like, God, they go to that person's house and they're like, fuck,
damn it.
God damn it, he may go all the way across the city. This guy's still alive. He definitely was messing with them, but very, very random. Like, I don't know what the point of that would be. Yeah. Maybe he's bored. I don't know. Probably. He's a pretty sick fuck. Yeah. So some people believe that the true number could exceed 200 victims,
Yeah,
but
really
there's,
thought.
like some people think there's 200, but there's also only 9 victims that we can actually trace back to him.
Oh, okay.
And there's reasons for this, which I will get into in a little bit. But basically, like, first of all, he had a crematorium in his basement, so he could just, like, burn the bodies.
Yeah.
But then it's like, he could just cremate them.
Very easily.
Yeah, and also he was running, like, so many, like, scams. So, like, that scam that we talked about with the dead bodies where he would just sell them back to medical
so
schools.
He probably could have just sold.
Or he had that other scam where he was just, like, mutilating their faces, taking out fake identities. Like, maybe he was running that, like, there's so many ways he could have gotten rid of the bodies. But anyway, there's only 9 victims that we can actually trace back to him.
Okay.
So Julia Connor is one of them, and she was his lover. And her daughter, Pearl Connor, who was allegedly poisoned. Emily Sigrand, who was Holmes's former secretary, who he allegedly proposed to. Yeah. And police believe that they found her hair and her bones in Murder Castle, but, like, forensics was just, like, not a thing then. Sisters Minnie and Nanny Williams.
Oh, Minnie and Nanny.
Yep. Minnie had married Holmes, but he swindled her out of her inheritance, which is really fucking sad. But anyway, he's such an asshole. And while authorities were searching the hotel, they found her, like, watch chain. So they were like, okay, she probably was, like, cremated or whatever he did. And then, Julia, Emily, Minnie, and Nanny's bodies were never found. But as I said before, there's speculation that, like, that they were sold to medical schools. And then Holmes did state that he gave Julia and Emily that they died while undergoing illegal abortions. And it's just like, why even bring that into that? And you're fucking lying, so, like, asshole. Holmes's criminal activities extended beyond murder. He defrauded insurance companies, as we talked about, and he even arranged for the fake death of an associate, Ben Peitzel, to collect a large sum of $10,000, which was a lot back then.
Yeah, back then would be a lot.
Yeah. Ben and Holmes were involved in a series of insurance scams across several states, including Pennsylvania, Texas, Tennessee, Colorado, Missouri, and New York. But Holmes decided to kill Ben and use his body in the cadaver
Of course he did.
insurance scheme instead of faking his death, instead of faking Ben's death together and then using a cadaver. Right. So after killing Ben, he knocked him out and set him on fire.
Terrible.
Yeah, honestly, not a way I'd want to go.
No.
So out of fear that his 3 kids might find out what happened to their father, Holmes convinced Ben's wife to let him take their 3 children to London, England, where he said that their father was hiding out, which was obviously not true.
Fat lie, because he was dead.
And then 2 of the children's bodies, so Alice and Nellie, were actually found in a Toronto cellar, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
16 St. Vincent Street near Yonge College. And then teeth and pieces of bone that belonged to Howard, Ben's son, were found in an Indianapolis cottage that Holmes had rented. So on November 17th, 1894, Holmes was arrested by the Boston police.
Okay.
And in November 1895, he was found guilty of murdering Ben. And before the trial began, he admitted to the insurance fraud. He was like, I did this. And then after he was convicted, he confessed to the 27 murders.
Which weren't actually 27 murders.
Which they could prove only 9. And some people were literally still alive. But as I mentioned, as I mentioned before, some people he confessed to were alive and well. Yeah. While he was in jail in 1895, his murder castle was set on fire.
Like, purposely or just...
They don't know. A witness reportedly saw 2 men entering the building at night, and then it was set on fire. Suspicious it is. He was sentenced to death and hung in 1896. So his neck did not initially snap when he was hung. Instead, he died slowly and was pronounced dead 20 minutes after, which I was like, good riddance. This is interesting, though. His one request was that his body be buried 10 feet deep and encased in cement. so that grave robbers wouldn't dig up his body and dissect him.
Fuckers.
And guess what, Liz? They
Please
granted
tell me.
it.
Oh, fuck. I was to say,
They
please
granted
tell me
it.
They didn't grant it. and
Nope,
his
they
body
granted
ended up
it.
getting dug
His
up by
body is no, they granted it, and his body was buried and encased in cement. So.
All right. Wow.
And now I'm gonna tell you about some of the paranormal stuff. Wait, do you have anything you want to say
Sorry,
first?
I was gonna. I stopped myself because I'm like, you're probably gonna go over this, so I don't want to like ask you questions that I'm sure you're planning on giving me the answers. But was like it's still there, right? Or is it?
I'm about to tell you.
Because I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you.
That's why I stopped myself because I'm like, she's probably just going to say this.
No, it's all good. It's all good. This little bit, like I said, it's the murder castle was torn down in 1938 after being rebuilt from the fire, and it's now a postal office called Inglewood Postal Office.
Working there.
I would rather fucking not.
Oh.
So scary. So there's a portion of the basement that is believed to be part of the original basement of murder castles,
Okay.
like on the land.
Yeah.
And it's often described as feeling much older than the rest of the building. This is all alleged, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Many people report creepy experiences in the basement of the postal office, including hearing strange sounds, seeing shadowy figures, poltergeist activity, where objects move around on their own. I really don't like this one. Items of furniture being found stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, that.
Gross.
Something-
Disgusting. There's something about furniture stacking on its own that I just don't.
Because you know that's not
don't.
something that you could just explain away.
100%.
Like, oh, maybe there was a gust of wind and it just fell over.
Yeah, no.
A gust of wind's not gonna.
It's not gonna
account for.
It's not gonna bring your
staying-
table upside down on the wall.
Ew. No.
Sorry, I don't know why I said that.
No. Can you imagine walking into just a room?
No.
And your table's like on the wall.
No.
It's like on the wall. Or like on the
Oh
ceiling.
my God.
I'd be like, okay, I'm out.
Oh.
I'm out.
Oh, I'd actually, and there's just a place setting perfectly on the floor. And there's arrows. I don't know, I took it too far.
My brain is just what if there was this and then what if there was candles on the ceiling? But they're
Oh my
lit?
God. They're upside down. Oh!
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, we need to stop this. None of that happened in the post office,
No,
except for the stacking of the furniture.
Stacking, yeah.
And then I hate this too. There's also sounds of female voices singing and talking, which I don't really love, but
No,
yeah,
don't love that.
it's okay. But I do then think of like the TV show Ghosts.
Yeah,
And it makes me
Alberta.
kind of, I think of Alberta, and it does make me kind of like, maybe they're nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you never know. Okay, so that's it. That's all I got. What did you think of H.H. Holmes? Did you know about him?
Yeah. I did, yeah.
That's
Sorry,
fair.
it was very quick.
You're like, yeah. Obviously, Chelsea.
No. Yes, I was familiar with him.
Yeah.
I definitely listened to stories about him, but I like
That's
kind of
fair.
forgot. So this is like kind of all new to me.
If you enjoyed this episode of Haunted Hangout, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can also follow us on TikTok at Haunted Hangout Podcast and on Instagram at Haunted Hangout Podcast. And if you have a spooky story that you'd like to share with us, you can email that to hauntedhangoutpodcast13@gmail.com. And I also want to say just a quick thank you to everyone who's been listening and commenting and just engaging with us, because we've been loving it and sending each other screenshots of everything. Being like, look at this person. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, it literally makes our day every day. So thank you to everyone who has been subscribing and sharing and liking our stuff. It means the world to us. It really, really does. It really does. So with that, I'll leave you with a quote from H.H. Holmes himself. I was born with the very devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer. No more than the poet can help the inspiration to song, nor the ambition of an intellectual man to be great. The inclination to murder came to me as naturally as the inspiration to do right comes to the majority of persons. Thanks for tuning in to Haunted Hangout.
Fucking H.H.
Right?
Dickwad.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Haunted Hangout. Until next time, stay curious and keep an eye out for what's hidden in plain sight.
Okay, bye.
Bye!